Hello and welcome to Module 2, Session 1, Directing Your Passion for Acting. I know you're an actor and I know that you have passion, but that passion, like any other actor, needs to be directed in order for you to be successful and become great and get paid. In this session, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with examples, with exercises, and with a special guest. So, without further ado, let's get started. Robin Williams said, "You were only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it." Now, why did he say that? Maybe he knew something that we did not. And I think I know what it is. Your fizzle. That's what I said. Do you have a fizzle or do you have a fire? Okay. What is your physicality about acting? Let me explain. A fizzle. Picture a sparkler on the 4th of July, okay, and you're, right, like shaking it around and stuff like that, and, kids love that, and it's fun, okay? However, that fizzle goes out, and then it's no more. It only lasts for so long. That is the way passion is that's not directed. If a fizzle is not directed into a fire, you're not going to have a flame. Let me say that again. If a fizzle, your passion, is not directed into a fire, you're not going to have a flame. No one will see it. Even you'll miss it at times. Your passion will change you. Once you start self-directing it, once you start moving towards a designated spot, a designated result, your passion will change your life. It'll change your life in so many ways. Spiritually, with your relationships, physically, with your body, how you eat, how you take care of it, how you don't take care of it, your psychology or your belief system, your BS. Your emotions definitely will have a new ride, okay? There'll be new things to experience emotionally as you experience it physically and mentally and spiritually. And your pocketbook financially will be affected as well. That's why you have to have a mission statement. That's why you must have a designated direction. It's sort of like GPS. When you have GPS, hopefully it'll get you in the right direction, right? When you set the coordinates on your GPS, it takes you where you want to go, correct? Okay, it's the same thing. Mental GPS, emotional GPS, physical GPS. You become focused or obsessed about a certain direction. For example, Robin Williams. What do you think about when you think about him? Stand-up comedian, and drama actor. He wasn't a dancer. He wasn't a tap dancer, although maybe he could have been. I don't know. But he chose a specific pathway to follow, his own internal GPS, his own internal compass. It takes time. It takes a lifetime to do this. So let me ask you a question. What is your GPS telling you inside? Where is your fizzle? And is it a fire? And is it catching a flame? Is it bright and shiny for everybody to see? Most importantly, do you see that flame? It's okay if it's a fizzle. Sometimes fires fizzle out and there's no flame. Sometimes fire fizzles out and there's no more flame. That's when you have to reinvent yourself. That's when you have to reflect on, where am I going with my acting career? I know I have a passion for thriller films and action films, but I have allowed other things to get in the way and douse my fire. And it's just a little sparkler now. I can barely see the embers. So I want you to think about that right now, at this time. Pause. Pause me right now. I don't mind. Pause this video lesson, and I want you to examine yourself. Walk around. Take a walk. Go for a bike ride. Whatever you do to relax, where you can ponder and allow your creativity to flow. And ask yourself honestly, is your passion being directed? Are you directing your passion? Do you have a coach? Do you have yourself, most importantly, focused and obsessed on what you want out of your acting career? Number 2, I want you to focus on how your passion will change you. I want you to predict. I want you to think about your relationships. That's huge. Your time, your scheduling, your job, everything that you do, the people in your life, professionally and personally. How will they react or respond to your passion, to your new GPS route? Some will respond favorably. Those are the people that you want to hold close. Other people, they won't respond as well. And those kind of people, you want to usher to the side until they decide on supporting you. It's going to change you. Your acting career is important to you though, right? You want to become a great actor and you want to get paid, and that's why you're taking this online course, which I thank you very much for. So I want you to pause this and I want you to think about it and then come back when you're ready. So what did you discover? What did you discover about your passion? Is it a fizzle? That's okay. Now you know you have work to do. You have more self-discipline and self-focus and self-direction to apply to your passion so it can become a fire. Is it a fire? That's excellent. Now you can fan it into a flame. Wherever you are in this industry with your passion, whatever you're doing, it can be improved upon. Now, the next step that we're going to go to, actually, the next 3 steps are intellectual, emotional, and physical. You are intellectual. You have emotions and you have a physical body. Now, your passion is expressed through your intellect to your emotions and then extended out into your body. Does that make sense? Let me say it again. You have a thought. That thought turns into some type of emotion, some intensity, and it's expressed outside of your body. So, these 3 steps will help you direct your passion for acting. For example, if you like action movies. Do you like action movies? Do you like them enough that someday you want to play a superhero? Someday you want to play a rough and tough guy? You want to play a Bruce Willis type or Angela Jolie in the movie Salt 2010, where it's a lot of action, it's a lot of movement, it's a lot of shooting, and a lot of excitement? Right now, I want you to think about what you enjoy doing, how you enjoy feeling, and how you express it through your body. Because as an actor, we have a script, and you look at the script, and you read the script. That's intellect. Then you feel the emotion that the character is feeling, and you express it into your physical form. This is what actors do. So I want you to pause me once again and think about this and reflect on it. The power of reflection cannot be underestimated. What do you like to watch and why? How does it make you feel? How does it feel in your body when you express that particular type of movement? In a romantic comedy, for example, can you see yourself on the screen? Can you see yourself in a comedy, a dramedy, a horror, a family-oriented film, a thriller, a mystery? Where do you see yourself mentally feeling this rush through your body, this emotion that is what we call passion? Where do you see yourself? Break it down just really simple. Where do you see yourself in the movie industry, in the theater industry, or in the acting industry? What did you see in your reflection? How did you reflect upon what you desire? How are you going to direct your passion? I have a dear friend of mine that I recently interviewed. Her name is Leanne Johnson. She is an absolutely fantastic human being. I love her energy, and also she is active in this world of acting. You're going to love her. I want you to listen closely. Listen closely to the words she says and how she interprets characters in her many, many films. Feel free to contact her. She is a treasure. You ready? All right, let's begin.
Chasing rabbits is a term where you're chasing something you can't catch. And so I feel like in life, you were always striving for something that we may not actually get. And so it's all about discovering yourself in the process, discovering what's meaningful, understanding who you are, what matters to you, what doesn't. And I feel like Penny got to a point at the end of the film where she came to an understanding about who she was, but there's not really this resolution at the end of the film. Like, it's real life. Like, you don't just, it's not just like Hallmark, or can I say that? Like, it's not, or, you know, Disney, where there's like this happy ending. Like, there is a conclusion of sorts, but then there's this continuation on of like life continues. And so it's just about finding little bits about who you are, and that life is this journey and this process. And yeah, you want to celebrate the moments that you have with the people you love, and you want to celebrate achievements, but you can't stay there. You have to continue to grow.
Thank you, Leanne. Now, I don't know what you got out of that, but I got out the word little bits. the two words, little bits. Life is filled with little bits, isn't it? Of course it is. It's those little steps, those little bits, those little discoveries about yourself that creates a new you, that reinvents you. She took Penny, her character, and took herself, Leanne, and she joined with Penny. And Penny, in turn, joined with Leanne. Because, as I said before, acting is all about self-discovery. So, what little bits do you have that would be valuable for a role? Let's take a look at the 12 ways to direct your passion in acting. Number 1, read books on acting. Now, I have a book here that I am reading once again. It is a fabulous book. One of my favorite authors of all time, Uta Hagen. She was a born and bred German acting coach. And she became an actress, and then she became a coach. She used to work in New York City. Author of Respect for Acting. That's another one of her books. A Challenge for the Actor. I highly recommend this. It will bless you. It will expand your knowledge, and it'll give you practical things to do in order to get your career going. Study great performances. I highly recommend that you study great performances, whether that be on YouTube or whether it be going to plays. I highly recommend plays because that is live, okay? And if people make mistakes on the stage, you know it, okay? And it's a synergy, back and forth, back and forth. If you've ever been in a play, community theater or professional theater, you know that feeling. It's this living, breathing entity. It's this living, breathing entity that you can feel. And you might even get a chance to talk to the actors. Consider your schedule. Okay, everybody has a schedule, right? I do, and you do, and everybody does. However, if you consider a schedule, you want to consider adding time into reading books on acting and studying great performances. Change is a choice, not a chance. And you and I only get 24 hours a day to do exactly what we really want to. Remember desired results in the 30-day actor challenge? Yes, exactly. Be financially and physically prepared. Now, that is not someday, that's every day. Every day we take a shower. Hopefully we do some exercises. And we take good care of our health. We eat well, and we take care of our finances. If you get those out of whack, your schedule will go out the window, basically, because you have to work more. And your great performances that you would go to see and the reading books on acting, well, you just don't have time for that. Time is the only commodity that never can be replaced. So you have to have some discipline. So you need some discipline if you want to become a great actor and get paid. Join acting classes and workshops. Well, you started with me, and thank you very much. Continue on. Continue to learn with me, and also reach out to other workshops and other classes, online or in real life. This way, you get to connect with real actors and directors and writers, and who knows who else you're going to meet. This produces a great network, a great organization that will support you. Talk with other actors. Provided that you are financially and physically prepared each day to talk with other actors, because you have to consider your schedule so you can study great performances, meet other actors, read books on acting, and join acting classes. Whew. You see how those all come together? All right, let's move ahead. Decide on what type of acting you want to pursue. Now, I know you're more than just an actor. You're a human being. And as a human being, what do you love to do? Can you see yourself? Can you picture yourself in action roles, in thriller roles, romantic comedies, dramas, horrors, thrillers? There's a lot of genres out there. And then there's the supporting cast, the character actors, the lead actors. Where do you fit in all this? You ask yourself, who, what, when, where, and why? Who am I as an actor? What do I want to do? When do I want to get started? Right now. Okay. Where am I financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Headshots. Headshots are really, very, extremely important because they are the first thing that people see aside from your face, especially if you send them in, by email. A headshot is not just a selfie. A selfie is, okay? No. You don't want to do selfies because selfies are indicative. You know you look good, so you look good. Hey, I look good. Okay? No, you don't want to do that. What you want to do, you want to get a professional headshot photographer that knows what he or she is doing and know how to tap into the essence of you. It's a way, it's an act actually, where they lure you out through conversation, and all of a sudden you have that great winning smile because you're thinking of something great or you're very serious about things. And they snap the picture. There should be ideally 150 to 200 shots in about a 2-hour period. Okay? This rules out selfies. This rules out, and I say respectfully, it rules out JCPenney or the traditional portrait. Creating an acting resume. Now, if you have an acting resume, great. Update it. If you don't, that's okay. Go on YouTube and look up acting resumes for beginners. And it will show you the format and what to put there and how to format it. Finding acting jobs. Agents are great. I have 3 of them, and they help me tremendously. However, it behooves you to look for acting jobs that fit who you are as an actor. Who are you? It goes back to what type of actor are you? Who do you want to be? What type of acting do you want to pursue? Finding auditions on your own, which is linked to finding acting jobs. Constantly look for work. It's not going to come to you knocking at your door. Hello? Oh, an acting job. Thank you very much. No, it's not going to happen that way. Join groups on Facebook. Talk to other actors. Join acting classes and workshops. Consider a schedule. Study great performances, read books on acting, and talk with other actors. And last but not least of all is consider moving. Where do you live? Do you live in the middle of Nebraska? Hey, nothing against Nebraska, but the idea is, are there opportunities there for you as an actor to grow and to become who you want to become a great actor and get paid? Here's a breakdown of some current states that are really moving in the direction that you just may want to move to. New York City, Chicago, Atlanta, Georgia, Arkansas, and California, and Arizona, and Utah. Those states are very cultural in their own way. So look into it. And don't be concerned about leaving your family and friends. I throw that in there. And you know why? Because once you become a great actor and you get paid, guess what? You're opening up doors of opportunity to share and contribute to your family and friends to come and see you. So you can share those experiences. Now, here's what I want you to do. These 12 ways to direct your passion in acting are by no means the only ways. But what I want you to do, I want you to pause me again. It's okay, I won't be offended. I want you to pause me again, and I want you to think and ponder seriously over this list. Which ones can you do immediately? You can read a book on acting right now. You can go to a play, maybe this weekend. Always consider your schedule so you'll be financially and physically prepared. Talk to other actors, online and in person. Check out your acting resume, make sure it's up to date, and if it's not, look YouTube, Acting for Beginners. Find auditions on your own. Update your headshots or look for a good headshot photographer. Can you think of anything else? I'm sure you can, but I want you to pause right now. And I want you seriously to consider these things and take action on them. I mean, after all, you're an actor. Actors act. They act in life, not just on stage, not just behind the microphone, not just on the screen. So pause me right now. So, this week, this day, this moment, what are you going to do to direct your passion? What actions are you going to take today, right now, right after this session, and before the next one? Are you going to read a book on acting? Are you going to buy a book? Are you going to consider your schedule? What are you going to do today to make your tomorrow better, greater, and more desired? Yeah, that's what I said. You want to make tomorrow more desired than today, don't you? I took Elaine's picture off and put yours on. Actually, that's not you, but it could be. I want you to think about yourself now. Don't compare yourself to other actors and actresses because they're comparing themselves to you, believe it or not. You're unique. Put your face there. Put your face right there and commit today to how you're going to direct your passion and where you're going with it, moment by moment, day by day, hour by hour, year by year. Now, one last thing in this session, balancing your skills with service. You are an actor. Actors serve characters. That's what we do. We are servant. We are in a servanthood position. And if we do it correctly, we can become a great actor and get paid. Skill. What kind of skill determines what kind of actor you are? Because special skills, people look for special skills. I put just about 5 of those up there, but there are myriads more of skills. Do you fit one of those? If not, what do you fit? What is your character type? How do you direct your passion in acting? Has a lot to do with what you can do very, very well. What are your special skills? What do you do? What do you love to do that you don't get paid for, but you've done for years? And it's pretty impressive to most people. And you can do it well. Or what skills are you mediocre at or average at? But if you considered your time, if you considered your schedule, and worked on your finances a little bit more, worked on your physicality a little bit more, then you could become really good at, you fill in the blank. So what are your special skills? Because once again, risk of repeating myself, if you want to direct your passion in acting, your special skills are very important. So I want you to think about that today. I want you to think about, what am I good at? You think about, what am I really good at that I can use in a film? Because let's face it, in the film industry, in the acting industry, people need to know skills because they need you. They need special people that can do special things for their films, for their stories, for their stage plays. What can you do extremely well will help you direct your passion. Congratulations, you just finished session 1 of Module 2, Directing Your Passion for Acting. Now in Module 2, Session 2, Knowing Your Why and Your How. The bigger your why, the easier your how. Remember that. For now. Because we're going to dive even deeper. A character, just like a human being, needs to know why they're doing something. And the stronger your belief, the stronger your why, the easier it will be to carry out the how. This is going to help you big time in becoming a great actor and getting paid. You are going to breathe more truth into your next audition than you ever would believe possible. So if you are ready, let's dive in.